energy. I want energy. All of it.
Yes.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Today, we're gonna do a lower body workout dedicated to my brand new program, Fight Dominance. It's an off-camp MMA program. So we're gonna run through a couple of exercises that are inside that program. You can do it yourself at home, or you just follow along with me, because I'm gonna smash the shit. Let's go. For those of you that don't know by now, my ACL is torn. I have no ACL on my right side, and went to go see the doc. Scheduled date for the surgery, September 2nd. So whenever this comes out, but September 2nd, I go underneath the knife, getting a patella tendon graft. So we'll see how that holds up. I think we'll be strong enough. But guess what? I'm giving you guys a special treat. You get to watch all of it, because Dr. David Abbasi, who is a UFC cage-side doctor, one of my friends, good friends, he's actually gonna go in the surgery and tape it. So we'll get to see the entire surgery. DP will be with me until the surgery happens, because he's not trying to see all that. Nope. And you get to see the whole thing. Then you also get to see the recovery process. 5 minutes, walking forward, pulling with the hamstrings on a sled drag variation. Just a warm up. The goal of this really is to walk heel toe as I'm pulling through, trying to maintain an upright posture. I'm not leaning forward. I'm pulling each step, pulling through with my hamstrings, propelling myself forward. So right now we're getting range of motion, activation in the posterior chain, getting a little bit of tissue temperature, raising the heart rate up a little bit more. Also, again, I want to focus on nasal breathing. Every step I take is more of a start step, so I'm being explosive with every step. I'm driving through, again, using my hamstrings. Drop a comment down below if you want to see me do more of the sled drag variations. So I know people have been asking. You light up your hamstrings and your glutes and your hips. So hip flexors are working, TFL, hamstrings, again, calves too as well. So I'm actually pulling and grabbing the ground every time I walk. I'm grabbing the ground with my toes, going heel toe, pulling through. Again, trying to maintain an upright posture, get a big stretch, and open up my stride. Florida heat. It's humid, hot and humid. You ever come out of Florida, be ready for that shit. So now we're moving on to dumbbell RDLs. Goal right here, kick the butt back to the rear as far as you can. Get a deep stretch on the hamstring, right? Slow eccentric, pause at the bottom, controlled concentric, but be as explosive as you can under a good tension, right? So we're gonna get to the end range, peak contraction, pull out of that peak contraction, squeeze at the top, working on the glutes and the hamstrings. Again, we're also keeping the upper back tight, so I'm locking down my lats. Again, like I said, still a pre-exhaust effort. So we're going GHR, dumbbell RDL, and then Copenhagen's, because we're working on the hips. We're working on the posterior chain to get ready for the overall work ahead. We got the belt squat and we got the box squat. So we want to do two of our main movements at the end when we're pre-exhausted. Again, this is for hypertrophy. On the lockout, you wanna make sure that you're getting that posterior pelvic tilt, right? Squeeze the abs, tuck the hips, make sure you're squeezing your butt. Four, three, two, up. Come on, 3 more. Up. All right, so as you can see, we are working on the quads primarily, keeping the feet closer together. They're coming down in a straight line, and then I grab 2 bands, 2 heavy bands, or my bad, light bands from Elite FTS for increasing the cueing, the tactile cueing of knee extension. And then the entire time we're looking to control the eccentric, going 4 seconds down. You're gonna pause at the bottom in the end range, and then come up with an explosive fashion. And then again, you're using that band to get into that full extension of the knee and of the hip with the belt. Okay. So now we're working on what we call a double band TKE belt squat, right, movement with higher reps and a slower eccentric. Get this shot. You gonna be one of them? I get shot. You're like, oh, hold on. So now we're in to our box squats. All right, now I have the camber or spider cambered bar. It's about 70 pounds, 70-pound bar with 2 plates on each side. Again, it's really not about the weight, it's about how we're moving it, right? We wanna make sure that we're controlling the eccentric. We're pausing at the bottom, right? We're basically eliminating that stretch reflex. We're dissipating the kinetic energy into the box, causing deformation, and then driving as explosively as possible off the box with the hamstrings, the hips, and the quads. Let's get it. Right now, we're working on just single leg work. Right, I'm going into a forward lunge with a little bit of resistance, going up a slight hill. Again, now we're working on unilateral strength, working through that gait pattern. Again, we're working on strength and conditioning, so muscular endurance. We're also working on a little bit of hypertrophy here. If you want to learn more about this stuff, I got stuff like that inside of my mentorship program. I got all my protocols and methods. You can check it out. The link will be in the description. But so we're finishing up here, and then we're gonna go into a calf raise variation for acceleration, and again, just strengthening up the feet and the ankles and the lower limbs in general. So let's get to it. All right, so now we're working more of a 45-degree angle calf raise. And the main goal really is to get that stretch at the soleus. I'm slightly bending my knee, and then I want to get that force production going at that horizontal 45-degree angle. Again, we're coming down slow and controlled, get a good stretch, and then explode out, right? And get into that full extension, that full plantar flexion of the foot. Try to get in a full dorsiflexion at the end range, and then keep rolling through 15 reps, all right? Controlled tempo. So this is a single leg movement here. Now we're going on the forefoot, right? My heel is off of the block or the bumper plate. And what I'm doing is I'm getting into that low position, right? Almost like a single leg lunge. And then I'm gonna drive through the ball of my foot into full extension, right? Working on that acceleration in the bottom end range. You're working on the soleus primarily, especially you wanna put more emphasis on big toe pressure into the bumper. So as I come down, I'm driving my big toe into the bumper and then exploding through, getting that full plantar flexion at the top end range. So dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, single leg movement, controlled eccentric, explode at the top. All right, guys, so that's a wrap. If you want the whole program, you can check it out in the link in the description. Fight Dominance, it's an off-camp program for MMA performance. It's what my guys do. I put it out there for you guys to check it out. Again, if you're not in camp, you don't have a fight coming up, I highly recommend it. It'll get that base of strength, hypertrophy, whatever you need there from an endurance standpoint and an overall conditioning standpoint. And if you want to learn more about how you can modify or maximize your performance off camp, check out my recent video on the whiteboard where I go over all of the methodologies and protocols you should use for an off-camp performance MMA program. Check it out. Again, if you like this video, let me know. If you want to see more, hashtag in the comment box, get after it, and I'll try to do one more video just like this inside that program. Again, smash the bell, hit that notification so you know when my videos come out. Subscribe if you haven't done so. See you again next time. Peace.